after prosecutors in Los Angeles, California filed sex trafficking charges against preacher Apollo Quiboloy and other officials of his Davao City-based Kingdom of Jesus Christ organization. 3 former followers speak with Rappler to recount their ordeal. Arlene Caminong Stone was a former teen pastoral who provided domestic services for Quiboloy and his spiritual wives in the church's headquarters.
The youngest spiritual wives at that time, he was the one that would prepare Pastor Quiboloy's clothing, what he's going to wear for what event. And then she was the one that would dry him after taking a shower, and then put his socks on his feet, put the shoes on him, and, put everything that his body needs.
How many former pastorals have told you that they have been forced to have sex with Quiboloy?
More than this? More than 10. And they are in different part of the world.
Reynita Fernandez became a full-time fundraiser at 14 years old.
When I decided that to be revamped, I have given right away a financial quota. I couldn't pay anymore my mortgage. To be honest, I lost my house. And I couldn't even send money for my daughter. I'm a single mom.
Faith Quilion was a member since her teen years and later worked for Quiboloy's media outfits.
They would make you stand up in front of everyone, and ask you why you earned very little. And they still do that to members in church services when they give a specific amount for you to pay. They would make members stand up and ask them, what would you do now?
They are part of a network of survivors speaking out about how they experienced abuse inside the organization.
We left our mom and our family. We left our school and joined the ministry because we want our family to be saved. Because Pastor Quiboloy told us that we were the key of the salvation of our family.
If you don't want to be ignorant, do not go inside the kingdom of Pastor Apollo Quiboloy. Just don't even try it if you don't want your life to be miserable and destroyed.
Go to Rappler.com for the series of investigative pieces. The World Health Organization says there is preliminary evidence that COVID-19 vaccines may be less effective against the Omicron COVID-19 variant. In its weekly epidemiological update Wednesday, December 15, the WHO says more data is needed to see the extent to which Omicron may evade immunity derived from either vaccines or previous infection. It also says the risk related to the Omicron variant remains very high. As this develops, the Philippine Health Department on Thursday, December 16, says it is not rational to close the country's borders to countries with only one case of the Omicron variant. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeire says closing the Philippines' borders will affect the country's economy and foreign relations. The Philippines is currently imposing a travel ban for travelers coming from these 8 high-risk countries for Omicron from December 16 to 31. On Wednesday, the DOH confirmed the country's first 2 cases of the Omicron variant.
Need more context, clarity, and perspective? Get the full picture with Rappler Plus. With exclusive content and events, you'll get an opportunity to discuss issues with reporters, experts, and featured guests while helping Rappler continue its fearless journalism. Join now.
The Commission on Elections junks petitioners' request for the release of Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr.'s tax records. Marcos is an aspirant in the 2022 presidential elections. The petitioners made the request after a Quezon City court confirmed there is no record of Marcos's compliance with a 1997 court verdict. The Court of Appeals at the time ordered Marcos to pay his unpaid income taxes with interest on top of fines. Petitioners want to block Marcos's 2022 presidential bid for his failure to file income tax returns in the 1980s when he was vice governor and governor of Ilocos Norte. In a December 13 ruling, the Comelec's 2nd Division decided not to compel the Bureau of Internal Revenue to release certified true copies of Marcos's tax records. It said doing so would further delay the resolution of the case. The Petitioners' Counsel, former Supreme Court spokesperson Ted Te, said the Quezon City Court's judgment cements that Marcos has been convicted and the sentence remains unserved. The petitioners insist Marcos's tax evasion conviction is a crime of moral turpitude, which disqualifies him from public office under the Omnibus Election Code. Rappler's website weathers the distributed denial of service or DDoS attack since Wednesday, December 15. The attack started at around 5:55 p.m. Wednesday, bringing down the site a number of times for around 2 hours. At around 10 p.m., the site already received over 6 billion accumulated requests as part of the attack. At the peak of the attack, the site was barraged by over 650,000 requests per second. At the start of the attack, around 95% of the requests were hitting a recently published story on the Philippine Senate's approval of a bill allowing 100% foreign ownership of public services. The barrage of requests later switched to the Rappler homepage. This is not the first attack on a news website in recent months. Last Saturday, December 11, 2021, the news website of Philippine media giant ABS-CBN went down for a total of 6 hours, also due to a DDoS attack. Miss World Philippines 2021 Tracy Maureen Perez is among the top 5 finalists for the pageant's Beauty with a Purpose event. The beauty queen announces the news Wednesday, December 15, by sharing photos of herself from the Miss World Gala charity night. Tracy looks regal in a pink Louis Pangilinan gown embellished with silver crystals. The Beauty with a Purpose program is the charity arm of the Miss World organization, which helps contestants raise funds for their chosen beneficiaries. Tracy advocates through a short video for the importance of empowering single parents. Tracy secured a spot in the top 30 of the pageant after winning the head-to-head challenge. The 26-year-old beauty queen is vying to be the second Filipina to win the Miss World crown after 2013's Megan Young.